Hey everybody, Solar Boondocker Freddy here. Well, here we go again, almost a year later. Um, I'm here at my buddy's house, Charles, over in the Green Swamp area. So it is now Friday, the 8th at 8:30 in the morning, and I have been keeping an eye on all the weather that's coming on, and looks like Hurricane Irma is on its way up through Florida. They still don't know exactly which way it's actually going to take a track of, but in the one model it shows going straight through my home county of Flagler, and it's not looking so good. I decided to stay here at Charlie's because the traffic on the road right now is just too crazy. There is like it would take me hours, 6, 7 hours just to make it home. I'm watching the news on the my computer right now, and it's just going crazy. I'm going to be trying to record as much as I can during this storm, and pray to God nothing happens to my RV. I'm parked right next to Charles's camper trailer, and I'm hoping that if I'm in the right position, I won't get hit with any kind of trees or debris. We went out yesterday around his place and picked up a bunch of junk, got everything prepared. Um, Charles's brother, Mr. Will, showed up with a small john boat just in the event that we need one to get around for some odd reason. We are in a low-lying area. The water does stay here in his property, but they're saying now that the storm went from 185 degrees to 150 miles per hour, from 185 miles per hour to 150 miles per hour. But they're still out in the water and hasn't really hit Florida. It won't hit South Florida, Miami-Dade area until like Sunday night. So, and it's the thing is, it's not moving very fast. It's only going 16 miles per hour, and I mean that's just too slow for a hurricane. That's double the size of anything we've ever seen before. This storm will cover the entire state of Florida. If you were up in space uh, in the space shuttle or up in the ISS, looking down, you won't be able to see Florida. The whole storm will cover the entire state of Florida, which is crazy. And now they're saying Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, South Carolina, Raleigh, South Carolina. All those places are now going into effect for hurricane warnings. I'm hoping it'll turn and miss Flagler, or at least that it breaks it down to a point where it's not going to be as bad. I don't know. We all have to sit here and wait and see. So this is my first video of the. I'm going to put them all together as one sequence. So I'm only keeping my conversations down to about 4 to 5 minutes. A quick update for what I have. I mean, I have water, I have food, I have my generator for power, I have fuel, and I have propane. So I'm good with that for right now. And if I have to, I can help supply stuff for Charles. But trying to get through anywhere back home right now. On my way here, it took me close to 3 hours to get here from Flagler County. The way the road looking right now, the highway, 6, 7 hours to get back up north right now because everybody's trying to get out at the same time. Luckily, I loaded up on fuel, so I should have plenty of fuel. I got a full tank of water, fresh water, so in case something really bad happens, um, I at least have some drinking water. We got to wait and see what happens. So stay tuned for this next part, and I'll continue recording as much as I can. God willing, I'll be able to record the whole thing while it's gone. Try to take as much video outside as I can from inside the RV. Being inside Charles's house is no better place, so I'm just gonna try to ride it out in here. And if something really major happens, at least I can pull everybody into my RV and drive on out. So till next video, stay tuned. I'll see you soon. This is Solo Boondocker Freddy. See you. Hey everybody, Solo Boondocker Freddy here. Today is Saturday, September 9th, 2017. It is now 10:45 in the morning. So yesterday afternoon, after watching which way this Hurricane Irma was going to go, closer to the east or west coast, it appears it's going to go closer to the west coast, which where I was at in Lakeland, which was 45 minutes from Tampa. Um, I decided to head back home. And I got here to my mom's house about a half hour ago. I got my RV parked up close to the garage so nothing can hit my front windshield. Um, I'm hoping everything will be okay. I got to take down all these little things that's hanging up that my mom left, and make sure that that stuff doesn't go flying and cause issues, you know, crashing into my vehicle, because even 55, 60, 75 miles per hour winds with gusts up to 85, 90, that would be terrible here. So I'm going to go ahead and take pictures of the house. I got to take my flag down. Got to take the flag down, Mom. And then see what happens. I got my friend Charlie. He got his house all set up, boarded up. We got everything ready for him. I didn't want to really leave, but like I told him, you know, even if he loses his trailer, he still owns that property, so he can put tents if he has to or whatever up temporarily until he gets everything rebuilt. But everything that I have, everything that I own, everything that's mine is in this RV. And if something majorly like a big pine tree come through the front there and destroy my front end and crashes through my windshield, caves in my roof, you know, and not, damages my engine, I'm stuck there. I have no other way to go. And there will be no way excuse me, there will be no way I could repair that damage. Maybe I may be able to do something with the insurance and get something from them and get myself another RV. I don't know, but I don't want to find out, you know, if they don't. So I got the windows taped up. My mom's neighbor just came over and said that's the worst thing to do, but these are not regular windows from your house. So I think that'll keep the big shard of glass anyway from scattering inside. I gotta figure out something. I'm gonna cover this window up and this window up and hope that nothing comes flying through the RV or everything else. My mom's at a shelter with my grandmother and my nephew, so they're safe at the school. They have backup generators, you know, so if they lose power, the generators would kick on. Unfortunately, I did not leave my cable here before I left for Charlie's house, and I'm not going to be able to hook up to any power even while we have it. So that's a bummer. My dad never really thought about putting an outlet on the outside of the house for any reason, but now I'm kicking myself for not leaving that cable, and I do have another one that I could have used easily. And in fact, I'm going to probably leave that one that I don't use here and keep the good one that I like to use with me all the time. And that way, at least when I come here, I don't have to worry about it. The cable's already underneath there. So that's for future. On my drive over here, I mean, I've seen all these horrible pictures of I-4, 95, I-75, all heading north, backed up 60 miles. And you know what? I left Lakeland at my buddy's house in Polk County, um, which is basically like Polk City on Rock Ridge Road, and got on Dean Still Road and got on 33. Uh, had to go maneuver a little ways a couple times. Got on 19 and took me straight to 40. Um, then I headed towards Ormond Beach on 40, hit 11, went right through Bunnell, came up US 1, down Palm Coast Parkway here. Less than 3 hours, no traffic at all. It was, I mean, it was a beautiful ride. There was not too many people behind me. Um, and I liked it. I think that may be the new way I'll be taking, but it took me 3 hours to get there. So, we'll see. Sometimes it takes me 3 hours taking I-4. Once everything's back to normal, you know, I don't know what I'll do, but I didn't have to go on any of the highways. Any of them, you know, I was dreading having to get on I-4 and have to sit there for hours. I told myself this morning with Charlie before I left at 7 in the morning that, hey, you know, even if it takes me until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, as long as I make it, I'll be, you know, I'll be ready for 5 o'clock. And here it's quarter till 11, and I'm here. So that's good. Hopefully, it won't get too crazy over here. I'm praying it'll stay safe. But stick with me. I'm going to add all these videos together in parts. And so, I'll talk to you guys later. This is Boondocker. See you. Hey everybody, Solo Boondocker Freddy here. It is Sunday, September 10th, 2017. I made it out of Tampa, Polk City area from my friend Charles' house, and I'm here in front of my mom's driveway. Came in yesterday. Right now we are catching what they're saying is a northeastern coming off the Atlantic, coming towards us. We're not even feeling the effect of Hurricane Irma just yet. That'll be several hours from now, sometime tonight or after 7 o'clock or so, and it should be over with by early Monday morning sometime. It will go right by us. So tonight's going to probably be the scariest night. If it gets really bad, it'll be tonight. If not, thank God that it went by us and it's not going to hit us straight on. Just sitting here, I have my VHF FM transceiver on, picking up information as much as I can. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to make it here in time before my mom left, so I do not have any power coming from the house inside my RV. I'm going to have to rely on my generator. But if it gets really, really bad tonight, and it's really blowing and going crazy, I'm just going to crank my generator regardless of the exhaust problem I'm having. It won't be as loud because of the rain and storm moving around, so at least I'll be able to have power tonight in the RV for a couple hours. Enough to cool down everything, charge up what I need, do some cooking, maybe turn on the TV and see what's going on. But it will only be for just a few hours, and I'm shutting down everything until I can get a new exhaust pipe, new exhaust muffler on there. It's going to be super loud, so hopefully I'll have that taken care of in the next 2 weeks. I decided I'm going to go ahead and put money into my own generator. It cranked up right away. I haven't started it in about 8 months. Took me 2 times. On the 3rd try, it cranked right up. And it stayed running. I did hear a little bit of a backfire, but that's because the exhaust pipe is open, so it backfired a little bit. And since it'll be raining and pouring around, you know, later on tonight, I'm not worried about that flame that I saw coming out before. hopefully the rain will splatter up off the concrete and onto the exhaust pipe, keeping the flame down. I just needed to run for, at the most 1 hour so I could charge my tablet, my cell phone, and my transceiver. Once those three are done, hopefully that'll give me enough to cool down my food in my refrigerator, which is still okay right now. I do have a cooler full of ice with some ice left over with my drinks and some food left in there. But right now it's not so bad. It's just raining. We did have a little bit of wind earlier, but it came and went. This is a typical rainstorm here in Flagler County. Not much. I saw a guy jogging earlier in the rain, so it's not too bad. The only thing I saw flying was two palmetto palms came off this tree across the street, and one squirrel. He was flying across the road, jumping, probably going from one tree to the other to find better cover for himself. But besides that, I haven't seen much of anything, so hopefully everything will stay good like it is. And like I've told you in the other two videos, I'm going to add this video on. I'm going to make it just one big long video. So stay tuned, be with me, and hopefully everything goes well. I'll probably post this sometime on Tuesday. I know you guys are not going to know that until then, so I'm posting this on Tuesday, and hopefully we're still here. Until then, this is Solo Boondocker saying, see ya! Hey everybody, Solo Boondocker Freddy here. Well, we made it through Hurricane Irma last night. It got pretty scary sitting in the RV again. It was around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning when all of a sudden I woke up. I swear I thought the RV was going to flip over onto its side, but thank God that it stayed put. Had some damage at my mom's house here. The back fence got crushed by a tree that broke off. The other side of the house, the fence on the other side just got blown over, which won't be much to just put back up, post it, and then nail them back in. The backyard though is atrocious. There's more garbage floating. There's more stuff down there that it's going to take a while to clean that up. I already started cleaning up the front lawn. It just started picking up wind again and rain. As far as I can see on the radar, the hurricane is gone. It passed us. It's somewhere past up in Jacksonville going towards Georgia. We're just catching the tail end of the storm with all the wind and leftover rain. We have no power here. I heard that the power went out about 5:30, which is about the same time, 5:30, 6 o'clock, where one of the trees finally fell down and busted up the fence and landed in my neighbor's, half in my neighbor's yard, half in my mom's yard. It was scary. I'm glad that I got in touch with all my friends over in Lakeland and went on Facebook and saw that everybody was safe and sound. So I'm happy about that. Thank God. But right now, it's just I've been trying to get in and out in between the wind surges that we've been getting. I mean, it would be calm for about 10 minutes, and then the wind starts picking up like it's been doing all night long. It was scary last night. I was really tired, but I put my faith in God, and I didn't fear anything because I believe He was with us last night. So I went back to sleep and got up around 6:30 this morning. The wind was still kicking really bad. It's now 8:45 in the morning, and at least now we're able to see things and what's going on. I took a walk with my dog Athena this morning and noticed some damage in neighbors' houses, but not too bad. Nothing that can't be fixed. Thank God my mom's roof is fine. Nothing blew off the roof. It's a brand new roof, so nothing happened to the roof. No damage around the house. No glass. No windows broken. So that's good. It was bad. I wanted to videotape it, record it last night, but I was just too nervous, and I only had my little lantern. I was trying to save what little battery I had left. I had one of my two main batteries go out, so I had to bypass that damaged battery and go on one battery last night. So I'm only running 12 volts out of that one battery right now, and it's running low on power. I'm trying to charge up my cell phone so I can keep in contact with everyone. My brother Danny is fine. I haven't heard back from my sister or my other brother Ish or my other brother Monty, who's up in Georgia in Stone Mountain, which is where the hurricane was heading up. And it looks like the state of Georgia was covered, just like Florida was gone. It was completely covered with this storm. It was wicked, I'm telling you. It was, but this is the second hurricane this RV and I went through. Last year it was Hurricane Matthew. This year was Hurricane Irma. And hopefully Jose won't come anywhere near us and stay out in the Atlantic, and we won't have to go through that again. But this RV held up very well. I do have a little bit of water coming in from the roof, but I think that's just water that was forced in from any kind of cracks or opening. I haven't been on the roof of my RV yet to see what damage I have up there. Hopefully my solar panels are still intact. But just a little bit of leakage coming in from the roof. I mean, it was just probably being forced from around the seal of the the vent on the roof. But man, what a night. I don't want to go through that ever again. And next time I see something coming up this way, I am definitely getting out of Florida, because I should have went over to, Huntsville or somewhere, Alabama, and stayed over there. But then the storm's going that way right now anyway, so it was best that I stayed here, look close to home in case something really did happen. I would be here. People are turning on their generators to power up their houses. God, I hope the FPL, which is they're doing good. I heard they're still getting power up, and everybody's got power. Some people. Flagler Beach, the bait shop. Most of the streets over there are completely underwater. But my friends there are all safe and sound. I haven't heard anybody injured or dead yet, so that's good. Man, what a night. I didn't really sleep all that well until afterwards. I sat here and I did do some prayers, and thank God that everything went fine and we didn't flip. The worst is over us. It's just got to make it through the day. Tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, so hopefully everything will be up and running and we'll have power back sometime today. I heard that some people already got their power back up. We lost ours at 5:30, quarter to 6 this morning. So we've only been out of power for 2 hours, which is good. Wow. Telling you what, I saw craziness last night out the windows. I mean, that wind was wicked. It was ripping through everything I saw. And I'm glad me and my dog made it fine. She slept through it fine. There was no thunder last night, so to her it was nothing. To me, the RV tilted 3 or 4 times to the side and went back, and that's when I was catching all the wind coming up against the side here. And then thank God the wind shifted more, like it was coming from the rooftop over, and it wasn't shaking as bad. So thank God that's over with. Now we just got to do the cleanup and continue on, and I will be with you guys shortly. I hope everybody that I know sees this is safe that was in Florida, and I will be with you guys shortly. Until then, this is Boondocker saying see ya.